wanted to draw your attention to the fact that I heard about the fact that apparently California, the state, in its plans to secede from the United States of America, California has apparently established an embassy over in Moscow. I went to look in deeper into these developments, this supposed embassy over in Moscow established by California. I wanted to look into it, see some pictures for myself. I couldn't, because here's the thing. I got wind of the headline from the Drudge Report, and I clicked on it. It took me to the LA Times. The LA Times wanted me to subscribe, to which I said, hell no. Alright, so basically I only caught the headline. And I don't really know the details, but I did want to bring it to your attention. And apparently, California has established an embassy over there in Moscow. And there are high-ups in California. I'm talking about governors and mayors and stuff who even they think like it would be a good idea to secede from the United States. This obviously being because due to the fact that Donald Trump's been elected the president. All right. And they feel absolutely terrified by that. They couldn't imagine a worse nightmare. And so you got plenty of people over there in California thinking about secession, which is hilarious. All right. And let me explain to you why. First of all, before I get into it, there was another headline over there that you can find on drudgereport.com, and it was talking about that in this presidential election, which was overflowing in election fraud from the Russians, probably not. All right, but it was overflowing, and so therefore, while studying the results of this recount that certain states have been having, while studying these results, we realized that Donald Trump, in the popular vote, if you exclude California completely, Donald Trump won by 3 million. 3 million votes in the popular vote. All right, just like I told you, Donald Trump won the popular vote. All right, all across the nation, nobody wanted Hillary Clinton at all, anywhere. So Donald Trump winning by 3 million, I'm here to tell you that's a conservative number. All right. And as far as California, I don't know what exactly happened in California, but it seems as though you got a majority of folks living there, and those folks are in love with ignorance, with not knowing the truth. They love it. They're going to cling to it to the very bitter end. They're going to make certain, they're going to say certain things like, oh man, we're going to secede. Please do. Please do. On behalf of especially Texas and the rest of the United States, it seems, please leave. All right, we wish you would. And here's the thing: what I want to acknowledge: there's people in California. There's a lot of people in California, and who have left California. But there are a lot of people who still exist in California who are truly Americans, and they want to live in America. They don't want to hear about this secession nonsense. All right, these are people who want to go to work and want to provide for their families in a way that they can feel proud of. Here's people who truly are patriots that live in California. All right, this is what's going to happen hypothetically if California were to secede, and they never will. If California were to secede little by little, before you know it, all the true Americans in California will leave up out of California. They would get up out of there. right? And so California would be left as a completely empty shell that it used to be. All right, it's going to be filled up with people who don't know how to work or don't want to work. And the whole state or whatever, the Republic of California, would implode. And I'm talking about very quickly. All right, only hypothetically speaking, if we were to consider California doing that, California would simply implode on itself before long. So the whole idea of it is suicidal in nature. It is very hilarious to see from the outside. Right? Could you imagine, where would California go? You know, it wouldn't be a very big surprise to see y'all gobbled up by Mexico, and just Mexico too. I mean, because there's a lot of people in California who keep saying that, right? They keep saying, "Oh, this used to be Mexico." All right, go back to Mexico. Here's the problem: you have a whole bunch of people up in California, just like in lots of places, including Texas. You have a whole bunch of people in California who left Mexico. Why did they leave Mexico? You understand, Mexico has a pretty delightful climate in a lot of places, and there's a lot of good places that you could live in, geographically speaking. They left Mexico. Why? Because of the laws. They didn't like the laws of Mexico. And that's why they left. They didn't like the economy being in shambles. And that's why they left, all right? So if Mexico were to gobble back up California, hypothetically speaking, it will never happen. If that were the case, you'd just be going backwards. You could be going back to where you were running away from. Meanwhile, you'll be surrounded by people of all sort of races and colors who are absolutely in love with ignorance. And they're on the Titanic, and they're singing all the way down. But here's the thing: hypothetically, it would never happen. It's just not gonna happen. But yet and still, California, somebody in California, and y'all need to deal with them. They're creating embassies in Moscow. Right? This is a tribulation, by the way. December the 21st, 2016, and I'll holler at y'all.